A Central Alberta school board has voted to cut ties with a Christian academy because that Christian school refused to censor the Christian Bible. I've got yet another update to bring you about the real bigots at the Battle River School Division. A bureaucrat at the Battle River School Division named Lori Scory ordered a school to stop teaching passages in the Bible that she found personally offensive. For example, Scory ordered the school to stop teaching a passage from 1 Corinthians because she didn't like that passage. So the parents started fighting back, demanding religious freedom and the rule of law in Alberta be respected at the school board. And then the school board went completely bananas. Battle River School Division has been running amok, trampling all over religious freedom and making bizarre and completely unfounded allegations and wasting the RCMP's time for the better part of, 2 years. And I'm not kidding at all. At one point, through Freedom of Information requests, the documents we got back revealed that the school board wanted a pastor to be punished, censured for defending the Bible. And Scory told the media that she was getting threats from the public because we at the Rebel exposed her bigotry towards Christianity. The school board even suggested to the media that Scory had contacted the RCMP over death threats that she said she had been receiving from mean old Christians. But when we got the internal emails back through Freedom of Information requests, there were no threats at all, just some rough language. These people at the school board were proven to be a bunch of consistently histrionic liars who played the media every step of the way and behaved like the victims they really weren't. They pretended to be the victims in the story when they were really the heavy-handed villains who were cracking down on religious freedom in a small school in central Alberta. Now you can see all of our ongoing coverage of all the twists and turns and ins and outs of this bizarre, crazy story of bigotry and censorship at www.therealbigots.com. But now the Battle River School Division has officially cut ties with Cornerstone in the face of a legal challenge from the Parents Association that actually runs the school. Now that legal challenge is on the grounds of religious freedom. The school board voted overwhelmingly to close Cornerstone Christian Academy, despite telling Global News that the Bible verse controversy had eventually been completely dealt with. And this quote from the new school board chair, Kendall Severson, gives the real reason why Cornerstone just had to be closed. I guess it was the unwillingness to work together for a communications protocol and how we will communicate with each other and dealing with issues that arise. We can't work together with an organization that's got legal action against us and not willing to come together and work on an agreement. And that unwillingness to work together on a communications protocol, what the school board chair really means is that the Parents Association that runs Cornerstone Christian Academy would not agree to a gag order imposed only on them and not the school board with regard to the ongoing conflict. So the problem, as this school board chair explains it, is that the school and parents didn't allow the school board to abuse them and to violate their rights in utter darkness. You see, the parents didn't keep the school board's bigoted secrets from seeing the light of day. Cornerstone had the audacity to stand up and fight back in a public forum and embarrass the bigots. And for that, the good education of nearly 170 Christian kids in small town Alberta lies in a precarious state. One parent told Global News, "This is our kids' future, and it was dashed by a social political belief system. There's a lot of animosity there. I think it's internal. We are people of faith, and we are a community of faith, and we choose to forgive, but we also have rights." And those parents are fighting for their rights with the help of our friends at the Justice Center for Constitutional Freedoms. A lawyer for the Justice Center, a man named James Kitchen, said parents have a right to educate their children as they see fit, and parents have a right to associate with each other to develop religious institutions and religious educational institutions. Those schools are not only permitted to exist as independent schools in Alberta, they are permitted to exist as alternative programs under Section 21 of the School Act and be a part of public school divisions such as Battle River. So it appears this school board is breaking the law, and the self-proclaimed defenders of public education in the NDP government are very quiet about all of this. And when I said earlier that these kids are getting a good education where they are at Cornerstone, I'm not even remotely exaggerating. Cornerstone says on its website that an expression of faith in Jesus Christ will be evident in the overall school performance in order to create a positive learning environment where academic achievement is evidenced by meeting or exceeding provincial achievement test averages. So you know what? I fact-checked that statement from their website. And nearly 93% of all children writing the grade 6 English Language Arts provincial achievement tests at Cornerstone are achieving the acceptable standard. Nearly 87% of students are achieving the acceptable standard in the Math 9 provincial achievement tests. 87.5% of kids are achieving the acceptable standard in the Social 9 provincial achievement tests. 100% of the students are achieving the acceptable standard on the Math 32 diploma exam, and 100% of their students are achieving the acceptable standard in the Social 32 diploma exam. But wait, there's more. The school has a rating of excellent in 7 other categories, including safe and caring schools, provincial achievement test excellence, the Rutherford scholarship eligibility rate, parental involvement, and continuous improvement. James Kitchen, that lawyer for the Justice Center for Constitutional Freedoms that I quoted earlier, said there have been absolutely no allegations of educational deficiency or any other complaints regarding Cornerstone. And that's true, not even one. While Rachel Notley pats herself on the back as a defender of the education system because she's opening more schools, she's very quiet now as Cornerstone is being closed. This is a good school. By every metric the Alberta education system can use, these kids are thriving. But Cornerstone is unapologetically Christian, so the government is going to close this school and move these kids, these thriving, overachieving kids, into increasingly mediocre public schools. But the good news is the parents have a plan. I mentioned their legal challenge earlier, but if that fails, the parents plan to reopen as a completely private school in the fall. And while I sort of want to see Cornerstone set free from the crazy people at the Battle River School Division and become a fully independent private school, the spiteful part of me hopes they stay in the school division just to teach the government and those bureaucrats a lesson in human rights and religious freedom protected in Alberta's diverse educational system. And you can be sure we will bring you all the news about Cornerstone's legal battle for religious freedom and what their future holds. For the Rebel.media, I'm Sheila Gunn-Reid. At the Rebel, we've been covering the crazy story of the Battle River School Division and their attempts to censor Cornerstone Christian Academy from the very beginning. To catch yourself up with all of our coverage, go to therealbigots.com.